preguntas y cuando tengan preguntas, pues nada más escríbanles en el chat que tienen una pregunta para yo irlos poniendo por orden, ¿sale?
Exacto.
Sale, perfecto.
Y traten de que no sean preguntas personales. Pues sí pueden ser personales, pero más bien generales de que ayuden a todo el grupo, no personales de cada quien, por favor, porque entonces para que a todos nos ayuden, ¿sí?
Perfecto, mami.
Bueno.
Si ya pueden poner los micrófonos
en mute, por favor.
Y pon grande, dale doble clic a Moy para que se haga en grande, porque si no lo vemos en cuadrito chiquito.
Es que yo no tengo si no se pudo hacer lo del host, lo del co-host, entonces sí.
Nomás ponle que
si tú lo puedes hacer, Moy.
Yo ya me piqué, yo ya me veo grande, no sé ustedes.
No.
Yo también te veo grande,
Cada
Moy.
quien le tiene que picar.
Si todos quitan el micrófono y ya empiezo a hablar
yo te veo grande también, Moy.
Estamos.
Es que entonces...
Cuando está chiquito, muy aprieten y ya se hace grande todo.
Exacto. Donde dice speaker view, ahí pueden ponerlo y ya lo ven como grande, ¿no? ¿Ok?
Bueno, ya
me rasuré el
Sí. Pero no veo el chat.
Rápido. Porque ahora va a ser muy especial.
No hay banquito, ¿verdad?
Sí. ¿Estamos silenciados? Sí. Ya se está grabando. Hola. 1, 2, 3. Se oye nuestra voz.
¿Y para qué grados?
El audio.
Good evening. We are here, and once again, it is our great pleasure to be in your reality. We are, of course, the Pleiadians. We are very happy, if that is a correct word, to be here tonight with you, dear friends, people. We will offer you perspective on many things that are unraveling. And we want to begin with what is really going on, and we want you to understand that part of our work, as we always say, is to inform you, because many of the things that have been occurring with you as a species of humanity, yes, is that you have been psychically ignorant, and that is how they trick you and manipulate you and create all manner of distortion of who you truly are. And so we are here to remind you of your true soul essence. And again, our very great pleasure. It is also our greatest intention that even though you are there in Mysteryland or wherever, you can feel our vibration, our healing frequency, our unconditional love and reverence and respect for you, because you are here incarnated in times of, as we always call them, great tumultuous transformation. But yet, it is always in these states when you have the biggest opportunity for acceleration when it comes to the spiritual soul development, yes. So, we want to explain, yes, some markers in time, because if we see you, we always perceive that there is the wanting of the knowing, yes? You, with your conscious mind, wish to understand when things are going to occur and why, and the unraveling, and the mysteries, and the unexplained things, and all of this. And we will tell you this. For years, we have been giving you props based on how we see them. And many times we have
No sale.
made commentaries of things that have happened. And sometimes we have not, because again, your universe, your multiverse in truth, has always been based on probabilities. It is not as the globalists or Illuminats or New World Order people, we will call them the Illuminats because we think it's funny, so that's a new term, yes? The Illuminats. These people who think they can own and control people in the world, but then again, they are playing a role in your theater, which is Earth. Because again, Earth is cool now. But back to what we were saying before, because sometimes we meander from here, there, and everywhere, because we want your nervous system to get activated. And when you move from thinking, or change languages, or watch the squirrels move of the birds, then you activate the hemispheres in the brain, and the nervous system can more easily transfer the data. Because all of what surrounds you people, it's filled with information and data, and your psychic self is the one responsible for interpreting this. But now, we give you this information so that you can more easily categorize, if you will. But we will tell you this. Once you get an understanding, there is always bigger and bigger and bigger understanding of what's coming, yes? So, again, we are here to help uplift humans. We have many, some new people in the group. You are always welcome. And we will begin now. It is sometimes of utmost importance to understand a bit of the past, to really put the puzzle together, yes, and really, really, really understand things from a bigger picture now. Now we want to mention the importance of the 25 years of acceleration that began in 1987. From 1987 through and to 2012, when the long count Mayan calendar came to an end. There was massive time for Earth. And we really need you people to understand how that is affecting you now. Because if you don't take into account the first 25 years of this transition into the new era, as if you want to call it, you won't get the picture. And many people thought that it was on December 21st, 2012, that you were entering the new era. And it was, but it was not truly that. You are truly entering new era in 2028, 2030. You are now in transition times. And we want to do, what we want to do is give you the markers, yes, to explain the phases within the times you are living now. Because we think they will be easier to navigate. Now, before we talk about that, we want to explain to you the 25 years that changed all of your lives. Because that's where multi-dimensionality, people, not linear time, really kicked in. That was when your DNA started getting activated. That was when the past life memory started flooding the body. And then you had the anxiety or the nightmare or depression or whatever. Or you were triggered when you went into a Greek shop because you were in ancient Greece long time ago. Or family issues or whatever. Yes, because there are many avenues for healing. And what we want you to remember always is that the multiverse is your friend. Yes, many times you will be kicked, will be hurtful and painful. But people remember, if you believe in the fear that is being sold out there in the news and the fake media and whatever, you won't be able to really connect to the field of existence, the multiverse, the synchronistic nature of everything that surrounds you. And that is one of our invitations. And as we've said in other sessions, the understanding that you don't need to harm another to get what you want. And that through the power of the mind and intention you can get there. Now, the multiverse is tricky, yes. It's very smart. It sparks with the genius and all manner of creativity to get you back together to the pieces of yourself that you have lost connection with. So many times it is in the what you call dark circumstances that you get into real alignment with who you truly are through the understanding, if you will, through the catharsis, through the feeling, because it is again your emotionality that connects you with your spiritual self. Yes, always people remember, it is your mental body which intrinsically, we are sorry, sometimes our words don't come as through because your language is sometimes very limited to the code words, whichever, light language, codes of conscience, whichever we want to transmit, and then we struggle with the, well, vocabulary our vehicle holds, yes, but whichever. What we mean is, you must understand that it is through the mental and the physical are correlated, and then the emotional and the spiritual bodies. Now, from 1987 through until 2012, you've got massive accelerations. That too was separated in areas, but that period is over. We do not wish to speak about that because we have many, many things to tell you tonight. So, first things first, those years, internet came up, but remember, all of the technological advances that you discovered, because you didn't truly discover them, they were really reflecting what was being activated on the inner, yes? Because if you look back, think about all of the things that happened back then. It's many, many things, and travel and the people, you must understand, back in the time, you didn't have the ability to travel here and go there and meet the people and the email and all of this. And now you have the ability, or in those specific 25 years, to connect to all of who you are throughout the globe and to be multidimensional, because you could visit a sacred site in, well, whichever, Egypt, and what if you died in Egypt in a past life? But you could say that you were simultaneously, visiting your own grave space, yes? All right, now, this is what we want you to understand, that everything got faster and faster and faster in those 25 years. But it was like if all of you were wearing a corset, like old princesses and queens or whichever used to wear in the castles, to create specific figure in the body. And imagine that's what the energy was doing to you people, yes? So now, and after 2013, it was a period of deceleration and slowing down. And people will tell us, well, we don't particularly think that what happened, because we felt things were going faster and faster. But the reality is that everything that got into a point that needed to be exposed or explained or looked at, or whatever word or term or phrase you want to come up with, it now has the opportunity to come up, and also because of the astrological alignments and the effect of the zodiac. Because people, as you know, we come from the stars, and you must understand that as above, so below. Yes, that's part of one of the teachings of the ancients, and that's why they often looked at the stars to understand what was really going on here. Because people, your cosmic heritage is within you, and it's playing itself out now. Many are not even aware of the war that has been and is drastically unfolding in the heavens, yes. there is a war, you would call it between good and evil, but we always promote that you stay neutral. Don't blame anyone, and remember that whatever you don't like in your life, it's an opportunity to accelerate your spiritual self and take responsibility for all of your creations. Now we will begin with the time markers. There are 3 phases within this changeover years. 2013, in reality, it began in December 22nd, 2012, but to make it easier, we'll just say it began on January 1st, 2013, and it will end on December 29th, 2027, or January 1st, 2028, whichever you want to call it. If you really know this, it will help you to understand how you're navigating the times, because again, you are in transition space. You're not there yet, but you are there yet, yes. The new era is already here, but you are making more and more space for it to become fully available to you. Again, there is also well, how should we call this? The matter of the splitting of worlds, because worlds have been splitting since the nano. We call the nanosecond of time, yes, because it went so quickly, the period of 1987 through and to 2012. Those 25 years, try to remember who you were there, what you learned, if you were a child or teenager, and if you are now part of a young audience, then you will be like, ooh, I don't remember, it was just quite normal. Because young people didn't really notice the difference. But ooh, if you are 40 or 50 or over, if you go back, you will begin to trace and understand the difference. Because people who were young, they more easily adapted, yes, to these transition times. Now, people, the first phase took place from 2013 to 2017. Those first years of the changeover were all about slowing down, and you might tell us nothing really slowed down. Now is a slowdown, but not before. And we will tell you, not when it comes to your daily activities, but the energy that was coming. Because you had massive infusion of galactic energies through those 25 years of acceleration, yes. And those 5 years were about processing. Many people had their awakenings after 2012 because the psychic energy and information had gathered in the body, yes. And so those were years in which you started to have hints about your cosmic celestial visitors, your extraterrestrial kinship and your relationship with the heavens and the cosmos, yes. You were also starting to notice the stupidity of your financial system, because it's based on greed, yes, and that's why it's going to fall apart, and it's already collapsing. But do not worry, people. If you have a good, trusting heart, and if you believe you are abundant, then you will never, ever have any problem with anything. But then again, problems with food shortages, water, and food supply, and destruction in the world, things are going to happen. That is the second phase, phase number 2. Phase number 2 began from 2017, and it will end on 2027. Phase 3 begins on 2028. That is the new era. So now you are in phase number 2. Phase number 2 is tremendously hard, because we are not one of those beings who tell you, ooh, love and light will fix everything, people. No. We are beaming you that, but you must remember that is your mind that creates, and that you can eventually appear in different scenarios based on your vibration, yes. But do not worry. If you are in this group, somehow you are protected, because you have connected with your higher self, higher guidance, with your cosmic family, because each one of you people, all of you, we have this saying, we try and mention it whenever we can, whenever we remember. It will inspire you Be noble, because you come from the stars. Yet, be humble, because you are of earth. Between humble and noble, you will do an excellent job. That's it. If you remember your cosmic heritage, but you are grounded in this reality, you will navigate it quite excellently. And what we want to say is, if you've been living all these times and survived the nano, and you have survived the 5 years, well, not the first 7, 8 years of the changeover, then please do your best to survive. Because, as we have said before, you are in a time of war, psychic war, not physical war necessarily, but yes, very cosmic psychic war. And we want to talk about multidimensionality today. Long time ago, well, back in your 1990s, 2000s, whichever, the beginning of the century, yes, you would understand the planet as very linear. Oh, we have 9 planets, whichever. Now every day you discover 100. That's multidimensionality, people, yes. In reality, multidimensionality can be explained as the following. It's a blossoming, not a planning. It's not a ruler, yes. For example, if you go out to the garden, you would say, oh, I want to plant some lilies, some dandelions, some peonies here, some daisies, some whichever. You would place them wherever you want them to grow, but they will pop and do whichever they want whenever they want. That's multidimensionality, where you accept that you are where you are because you have something to learn from there, but you are not necessarily going to control the blossoming. And so this is what we want you to truly understand. You must be liberated. You must have space within you for the new crystalline DNA to get activated, because the old carbon one is just part of the old paradigm. Because it's like religion, people. 5,000 years ago, 10,000, whichever, we don't care. You were not ready for this, because you were not ready to understand that you are capable of doing what your God or those beings, the extraterrestrials, yes, who you used to call gods because of the technologies, you were not on the same stage of development, yes, if you will. You were in different mind modality. And now you don't need these religions or these institutions or these whichevers, because they were an experiment to control you, such as universities and such as the educational system that teaches you information that no longer, it's outdated information. No one teaches you astrology in school. No one teaches you how to manage your finances. No one teaches you how to clear your chakras. And without that, you won't survive the times, people, to be completely honest. And so you see what we mean. There's a sense of urgency. We always say that. And people who always say, oh, ignorance is bliss, yeah, we don't think so. Because ignorance is bliss until it catches up with you. And it's going to kick your ass. And if you laugh, we appreciate it, because when you laugh, you boost your immune system and you open up your chakras, yes. So realize that you are very lucky to be able to have this information, and that you are all moving together. But each person will be navigating their reality depending on what they need, the lessons they need to learn, and the karma and the blueprints and the whatever. There are many facets and factors. And we are not saying, when we speak to you, we don't wish you see or understand our information as gospel. We don't want you to see, oh yeah, those Pleiadians have the truth. No, we're offering you perspective, cosmic perspective. There are many people, many beings that can offer you different perspectives. And what we would recommend is always question everything, yes. Always remember that there is always bigger belief than the one you have right now. So never get stubborn. If right now you discover some psychic ability you have, oh good, well it can get better. It can always get better, because you are in constant rediscovery and remembering. Listen to that word carefully, people. remembering of who you are. Because each one of you has the spark of God within. You can call it prana, you could call it God, creator, kundalini, whatever. It's all the same. It is an intelligent energy that drives you, vitality that keeps you alive, yes? And that its most significant, important thing that it must do is to expand you and take you to new places of understanding and growth, but most of all, people, liberation and transmutation of the fear that has controlled you for centuries. Now, we wish to speak a bit about the Mayans because you are a bit like them right now, you see. When they were incarnated, they were here 2,000, 3,000 years before the beginning of the calendar. They spoke and wrote and created, yes? They spoke of, created of, and then created. We try to be excellent with vocabulary because we love languages and jokes and storytelling and lavishly sharing, yes? Now, and the toning of words, of course.
Lavishly,
because that creates a healing in your bodies based on frequency, and you might not be even aware of what's going on right now, but each of you that is present right now, and even those of you who will release this in your future, this is in the quantum. So whenever you listen to it, you are having connection with us. Yeah. Now, the long count calendar of the Mayans lasts around 5,125 years, if we are correct. If you think of this, they were not fully, they were in the middle. They were not in the beginning or in the end. But what they did is they created the calendar from the future and then towards the past. Because they did understand multidimensionality. And that's going to be more and more and more common in your lives. You will have strange, in your terms, experiences, or weird, or whichever. You will have random healings. And yes, we want to talk about the healings. Because it is, we never ever, we still need to talk about phase 2, but we still want to have time for questions. So we'll try and speak up fast, because then from the questions you have, we have more information, and we work together for your awakening and healing and integration and all these things. Because there are many things that are unfolding we are not mentioning now. Please remind us if we don't talk about this, but we need to talk about the children and the rape and the sacrifices and the meaning of these children. We wish to talk about the healing abilities that are unfolding in the people and what they mean. So if we forget it, then remind us, please. We wish to talk about more of the traits and characteristics of the second phase of spiritual development, yes, of the changeover years, the ones we are living right now. We wish to talk about because people, yes, this is super important, yes. Before the Mayans began their 5,125 year long count calendar, but before that, the extraterrestrials were here. But since that calendar began, so Mesopotamia, that was the last time they were here. You've not had the contact of them returning to Earth. And all of what's unraveling and unfolding right here, right now, is because they are coming back. Yes. And it is going to be very interesting to see how you will respond. Because again, you're having contact now with us. Some of you can see us. Some of you can perceive us. Some of you wonder, is this really real? How is our vehicle doing this? We will tell you this. Our vehicle is connected to his 12-13 chakra system. And so, as you all have families from the cosmos, we are his family. And we have agreement with him to come and bring light onto the planet. That's basically it. We don't want to talk about our vehicle because we must talk about you and the planet, yes. But if you have questions, ask them by all means, yes, because eventually all of you will be able to do the same, and we wish to see that. You must become in touch with your own spiritual team of guides, or galactic families, or whichever you want to call them. They don't care. We don't care. Well, we care, because we'll tell you the truth, people. You know why we are here? To be frank and honest. If we don't help you out, and if we hadn't helped all the other people we have helped out, we can't expand and grow and develop in our star system, the Pleiades, because it was our ancestors who hijacked your planet, who altered your memory, and who did all manner of genetic experimentation with you. And now we have learned that if you mess with the past and leave it unresolved, then in your future you will pay the consequences. So in a way, we are coming from your future, from that future, into your present or past even. Because remember, time is tricky, people. Once you operate out of the fourth dimension, time is just an illusion. Not really an illusion, just a way in which things are measured on Earth. But again, time has collapsed, people. And we've spoken about this in previous sessions. And if you really ponder on it, you cannot even feel time now. Well, it depends on your vibration, but people who are very high in vibration, you can't. And we also want to tell you this. We are here to fix those mistakes, but we can't fix them for you. You see, we can inspire you, we can trick you into higher states of consciousness by seeding ideas, but you are the creators. You are here to move the energy, yes, and create many, many, many more things. And the last thing before we open up to questions, and oh, please, Monica, yes, the mediator of tonight, check on the time, because we are out of time and have no idea how long we've been speaking for. And we will have a recess at around the hour or hour and, 15 minutes, and then we will come back to resume the session. So it's not overwhelming any of you, yes. And so our vehicle can also have a relaxation moment or whichever. Now, we are here to boost you that, because you must understand this. The Galactic Center and all of what happened with your Sun and the Earth in 2012, yes, gave you an infusion of high energy consciousness, but that does not mean that you will use it for your highest potential, because you have free will. But above that, there is divine plan, people. It's tricky. Ooh, it's tricky. But it's the multiverse in its mystery, and the creative force behind it that is pushing all of you out of your comfort zones in these COVID experiment times of craziness, and times where, ooh, your Illuminati, the globalists, whichever, they have underground places for hiding because they know what's coming, because they use the mystic energies but for dark purposes. And we will tell you this, many of your old civilizations and cultures did blood sacrifices to these beings through the children, because there is no blood that's more pure than the blood of the children, because of their innocence. But the meaning of this is they are offering the sacrifice and the innocence on a global level now that all the pedophile stuff is coming out, yes, because it's really, really being exposed. And all of you were mind controlled to a degree or another when you were children. You were watching your cartoons, and you were not aware of the symbols and the frequency and the tools, yes, they use to control. Now, it had to come to this stage of development because when you, as a people, say wow, wow, big wows coming this decade. We call it the wowing decade. When you see this, you will see, wow, it took the children for us to wake up. We needed to see how dark things were. But you've known about the GMOs in the food and the Wi-Fi, the effect of the electromagnetic frequencies on your body, the chemtrails, all of these things. Yes, and we can go on and on, but whichever. But it's really the child abuse that wakes you up. You see, that's when humanity unites and says, "We've had enough. We are taking responsibility. We are waking up, and we're changing." Again, we are jumping back on topics, but we are getting you activated as well by meandering here and there, like Tinkerbell from your Peter Pan movie, because she represents the imagination, and that's what we want from you. Yes. So in this phase, there are 3 very important R's from the alphabet. Your letter R: relocation, retreating, and the last one. Can you guess it? Relocation, retreating. And the third one.
Rejuvenation.
Reinterpreting what is truly going on. Many people are thinking, ooh, where can I move? People, this is global. You cannot escape your fate, yes? If you are thinking, ooh, I'm going to go to Canada. Well, Canada has the same sort of things. But again, in our probabilities, if we look at them, the worst scenarios won't happen because everything is being exposed and the energy is not sustaining it. So what we ask of you people is do your inner work, raise your vibration, and remember, you are loved absolutely by the spiritual worlds and hierarchies and creation and everything without needing to do anything, yes? You are not more loved if you are working with crystals or if you are meditating every day. No, no. That is just helping you become more aligned if you want. But if you know that you are loved as you are right now, then you have greater connection. Many people have been tricked in spiritual communities because they give them a checklist. Ooh, you have to do this. No, no. You must connect with who you truly are. And then the other external activities, do them for your own well-being. And of course, take care of your body, enough rest and sleep, hydrate your body, all of these things. But we want you to know how loved you are and how you decided to incarnate because of the opportunity and acceleration. We will tell you the truth. People have been incarnating en masse since World War I. Because it is not as if you see a celestial clockwork calendar times based on the 26,000 year precessional cycle. Many people think, ooh, the age of Pisces lasts around 2,200 years, and now this specific date it changes. No, people. You've been in the changing of ages since the 1900s. This time you are incarnated and is the most exciting because you get to see how the old world is shattering. And through these times, into 2028, you're entering the new era. And if you have questions about what we are speaking, please make them. State your questions. We won't get angry, won't get upset. We will answer them. And we want you to connect with us. Yes? So, Monica, please start by giving us the time. And then people ask questions. And we will be very glad to answer them. State your name and then your question. Yes?
Son las 8:40.
So we've been introducing ourselves for 40 minutes, around 35, whichever. That's good. Because we've spoken about... Ooh, no, wait a second. We forgot about the astrology. many things happening in the astrology. We'll do it quickly. This week, there are many things happening with your Titan planets. So Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And you have retrogrades occurring in the planets. And they're having oppositions with your Sun in Cancer. So this is final times. Tomorrow, you have Pluto opposite the Sun. And we'd like to translate the astrology so you don't have to go and study it. But again, that's a good thing to be studying. But what you must know is that whatever fear has been popping up for you since the beginning of the COVID, these are the times where you decide, am I going to live as I lived before because it gave me a sense of safety? Or am I really going to make decision to trust the uncertainty of the multiverse, but believe that I have passionate purpose here on Earth? Because passion is love activated, people. Remember that. Passion is love activated, yes? And love is a frequency of creation, and light is information. And before you create, we said, you must be aware and informed, because otherwise you create from ignorance. So, people, this week will be clarifying. Also, Mercury has stopped retrograding, and it's now gone out of its stationary phase. Things are speeding up for you. Next 6 months will be life-changing for all of you, because this year is a bridge, and 2021 will begin a new wave of healing technologies, people finding healing in themselves and finding ways to heal other people in the most amazing ways. Mysterious, creative ways sometimes. Someone might draw something and show it to someone, and ooh, they had healing. Someone might go someplace, many, many ways. If you have questions of this, please ask. Now, Monica, tell the people we are ready for the questions, yes.
Ok, entonces ya vamos a empezar con las preguntas. Les recuerdo que no preguntas tan personales, más bien que ayuda a todo el grupo.
Monica, if they have personal questions, we can accept some, but tell them that they should try to make them global. So, for example, if they have throat ache, they might say, well, oh, Pleiadians, what if you sometime have throat ache? What would you do? And so, see how they are generalizing the question? And so, people, you can do that. We are very excited to be here today with you, and we want to help you. So please trust that we are here as benevolent beings to fix our past, the past of our ancestors, to get it right, and to give you the information that you need for your ascension and spiritual development process. Yes.
Ok, entonces sí las pueden hacer, pero simplemente que las hagan con sentido generalizado para que todo el grupo lo pueda aprovechar. Y entonces, si tiene alguien preguntas, escríbanlos en el chat.
They can ask in whichever language they want, whether it be Spanish or English as we are speaking, and they will tell you, we have questions, and then you give them the microphone or whichever this thing works, we have no idea, and then we will communicate with them.
Ajá, entonces, si alguien tiene preguntas, escríbanlo, o sea, no la pregunta en el chat, sino su nombre, para yo saber quién va, y ya les voy diciendo quién sigue. Y hasta ahorita no hay una, pero sí, el único que tiene ahorita preguntas es Rico. Yo también, entonces si alguien quiere, bueno, ya empiezan las preguntas, entonces los voy a anotar. Vamos a empezar con la primera con Rico mientras empiezo a anotar a quién sigue, ¿ok?
Good.
Hola,
hijo.
¿qué tal?
Rico, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Thank you very much for your vibration. Thank you.
Oh no,
I'm enjoying it.
Our great pleasure, and you always have such great questions, Rico. What is your question tonight?
Voy a hacerla en español. Acaba de decir que los mundos están separando, worlds have been splitting, y también dijeron que puede parecer que estamos en diferentes escenarios dependiendo de nuestra vibración.
Yes.
Ahora mi pregunta es la siguiente. Como sabemos, Gaia es un proceso de ascensión. La mayoría de la humanidad se está quedando atrás. Si no logramos todos los se estará una segunda tierra paralela.
Excellent question, Mr. Rico.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Where shall we begin? People. This is related to your multidimensional theory. Well, yes. It's not a theory, it's real. Because your scientists are very stressed. Because science is about instrumentation and testing and proving of a method. You cannot do this with the quantum multidimensional. That's why they're going bonkers crazy, yes. They are trying to create a hypothesis, if you will. And you cannot categorize existence in a rule. That's why it's insane for your conscious mind and your scientists to understand. So when we tell you worlds are splitting, indeed, they are. You might tell us, but oh, peace, we are still in whichever probability. No, you're not. No, you are not. Sometimes, for splitting to occur, you must be together on a unity consciousness experiment. And that was what the COVID thing was. Because the dark team, the Illuminati, might think, ooh, we are getting with our vaccinations or whatever. No, people, they're a mess. These people are a mess. And they are working with the wrong forces of existence. These forces, in the end, they are working to go back to the light because they are starving from their own disconnection and separation from the Creator. These tricksters, blowback, karmic blowback, that's not your question. We meander every now and again, but whichever. People, Rico, sorry. We would want you to imagine Earth as one of your cells in your body, yes? Your cells are constantly dividing. It's called mitosis. We know about many things. Sometimes the terms we don't know, we hope it's mitosis or some such. And it's the meaning of the separation, yes, of your cells. And that is how new growth and new development happens inside your body. And that's how it works in the quantum, the multiverse, your galaxies as well. So everything you encounter in life is vibrational. We will make silly example for you, but see and try to remember, make intention to remember. If you go back to the 1990s and you watched an episode of our cartoon, let's say you had this show about the Pink Panther, yes, the Pink Panther. It's like the whole world of the Pink Panther revolved around the panther. So everything that happened to him was for his growth, yes. The cartoon was not focused on the other characters. It was based on the perspective of the Pink Panther. And it is the same with you. We're giving you this example so you try and understand how the vibration of things work. You will never be in the same reality as someone that needs to be kidnapped or raped if you don't need to learn that lesson, you see? And so by that we mean you're already on other planets. You people think, oh, there's going to be a splitting. Well, eventually. But the splitting that is occurring now is more vibrational and etheric than physical. There will come a time when it will be physical. We hope we're making sense of what we are saying. And when we speak of multidimensionality, we want you to envision a peony, because a peony is a flower who in the beginning looks like a little ball you play golf with, very harsh and very hard to open and crack open and understand. But once it opens, it blossoms out of the blue, and it gives you opportunity, and it's vital, and it's velvety, and it's passionate, and it blossoms, and it's lovingly beautiful and, you know, all manner of traits there and adjectives. But what you need to understand, there is a splitting occurring, and you must, with your intuition, see where you're already in a different world, even though you are not there physically yet. Have we responded to your question? We know we tricked you into our answer somehow, but are we clear?
Gracias, sí. Solo una pequeña pregunta más. Entonces, la parte física, esa separación física, ¿la podemos entender con nuestra mente o es algo completamente fuera de...?
No, you will be able to get there. Just give it time. Again,
Okay.
you are in the second phase, and you have still 8 years to go. You have no idea, people, the technologies, the visitation of the extraterrestrials, people, you have no idea what's coming. It's exciting times.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
the more things occur, the more you will be physically separated. Just give it time. It's now occurring on your inner, and after this whole COVID thing is really over, you will start to see the differences. Yes.
Yes, I feel the separation already. I feel separated, you
We
know?
know. And
Very
it's
much so.
palpable. Because where are you right now? On Friday morning, we were channeling, because we channel to our vehicle in his sleep. Because when he does this, he is in trance, he has no idea what he's doing. We are taking charge, we love it. We were channeling to him, and then we made the whole room vibrate, and it was like earthquake. And he woke up, ooh, it's 6:50 a.m., what's going on? And we were like, ooh, hello. We are waking you up even more. You have many awakenings to undergo, people. Because you're going to wake up to the superhuman that you truly are. Sometimes it's uncomfortable and painful. But it's all from the love and goodness and the benevolence that multiverse feels for you. Yes. Now, Rico, we spent too much time with you. Sorry. Who else has questions?
A ver, entonces ahora sigue Elvira, por favor. ¿Puedes
Hello.
quitar tu...? Ah, sí.
Sí, ¿ya me oigo? Yeah.
Sí.
Hello, I'm very grateful to be here.
Hi, it's very nice to meet you. Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
What is your question?
My question is, what is your relation to the Creator?
Ooh, great question. The Creator, to us, is an enigma of sorts, you see. We don't worship the Creator because in our stage of development, we've come to understand that Creator lives within us. And if you worship Creator, then you are worshiping yourself, you see. So what we intend to do with our connection to Creator is to use the characteristics, if you will, of Creator to enhance our own lives. The traits of Creator are curiosity, grace, benevolence, expansion, goodness, honesty, the knowingness that what you put out comes back to you, the knowingness that like attracts like, and that the only way for you to learn is through creating a matrix, if you want to call it that, an external reality in which you can self-discover who you are. So basically that's our relationship with Creator. We respect the magnificence of his genius, yes? And we channel the vitality that is everywhere, because Creator is everywhere. All that is, Great Spirit, the spark of God, whichever, yes? And what we intend to do with you is to tell you, do you dare to believe? Do you dare to believe that the spark exists within you and that you can have everything you want? And at the same time, integrate your soul lessons and be abundant and prosperous and healthy and in wondrous relationships with people that love and respect you without control or manipulation. Do you dare to believe that? See? That's our relationship. We hope we answered your question.
Yes, it's right. Okay, thank you. I have a little bit personal question. It's fast, but it's like an opportunity to be able to get this answer from you.
Go ahead, all right.
¿Qué tan verdadero son las 144 naves que llegaron a la Tierra a poblar la Tierra?
Good question. There is misconception there. We are glad you asked the question. Many people think it's not ships, it's starseed souls. That's how they call them. Starseed being, well, our vehicle is a starseed because he's on Earth, but his soul essence is from the stars. Yes, whichever. Many of you have this. That doesn't mean you are part of the 144,000 beings. No, we'll explain this. How can we explain this? Awakening does not equal democracy. It's not that everyone has to wake up. You can have one people who's woke in your terms and be in a room with 100 people that are completely asleep. And by frequency, he or she will offer a vibration, and somehow people that are feeling and intending to know more about themselves or life or whatever will reach out to this person, and this person will help them become enlightened. That's how it works. So the planet, in your numbers, will round up here, even though many people are dead now because of the viruses and the depopulation agenda that's occurring, but that's another thing. 8 billion, we will call it 8 billion. You only needed 144,000 beings on the planet to not wake up the whole planet, because many beings are just here to observe. It's like many of you go to a soccer game, football game, yes? Many of you are just watching. The main players are the ones who are offering that frequency and vibration. Many are just here to say in their soul curriculum, oh, I was here at the time of the Great Awakening. And that's it. Without them needing to be very enlightened, but just being part of what's going on. That's why many people, for example, are incarnated in Africa, living under $1 a day, yes? There are many reasons to be incarnate on today's world. Basically, to heal. But so the main point is you only need 144,000 beings to help Gaia or your planet Earth ascend. Please remember to always honor and have reverence for your planet, because she is your home and she is the goddess who sustains and nurtures you with her. She's a sentient being who loves you. You must take care of her, yes. We hoped we answered your question.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Good. Who else has question?
Ahorita sigue Gaby Piña.
Good.
Hello there, nice to see you all.
Hi, we are glad to see you. What is your question, Gaby? Yes.
You were just speaking about the planet and how she nurtures us, and we have been, well, at least in Mexico, we have been having some, you know, the volcanoes eruption, and some earthquakes, and I think
storms.
Yeah, so I believe she's waking up, or she's trying to make a statement. For, I have to say, I am personally afraid of these things.
No.
Should we be worried? Should we do something?
Question. Sometimes you don't even have to finish the question because we are reading the energy. Yes?
Perfect.
We are sorry for our interruptions all the time, but we are quicker than your normal human. So, yeah, that's the benefit of being us sometimes. Now, no, absolutely no. We want you to understand Earth as you would understand a mother. A mother with the characteristics of having compassionate grace or fierce, wild love. For example, Gaby, are you a mother?
Yes, I am one.
Okay. What if someone out there would wanna hurt your child,
Ooh,
would do anything you can to protect them, right?
for sure.
You would even kill.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Mother Earth, you see.
Okay.
If you get in, when we say you, we mean all of you people. This is an excellent question. Get to connect and understand the nature of the fierce, grace, wild spirit of the Earth Mother, Goddess. You will see it's part of her nature to sometimes destroy, because she knows that in destruction comes rebirth.
Ooh.
We will tell you this. Without disrespect or judgment, but you as a people are very disconnected from nature. Because if you weren't, you would not be asking this question, you see. When you go out into the garden and a flower dies, you're not crying. Yes, you understand that in a few weeks or months, whatever, the flower will blossom again. And it goes through a period of dying, but then the rebirth comes. And if you would understand this very simple yet complex principle in your emotional lives, you would be completely set free, people. How about that?
Oh, that's something.
So if you spend more time in nature and looking at the seasons and cycles, you would never be afraid. And that's why your old ancient cultures and civilizations, whichever, Chaldeans, Sumerians, Greeks, Mayans, whichever, Incas, they were connected to the cycles of life. And they made decisions based on their connection to nature and to the stars. The stars being the masculine heavenly father, if you will, and Earth being the mother, and they being the balance between the two of them. Yes.
Thank you. It's amazing. Thank you for your time.
Good. So we hope we answered your question.
You did. Thank you.
Good. Now, who has question?
Okay, sigue Steffi.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm here with another person via phone, by my phone, and she asked me a question to ask you.
Oh,
and
of course.
I have another question, which
What?
is
We'll make an interruption. What's amazing thing when you're actually using technology for your benefit, you see?
yeah.
We love that we are broadcasting everywhere. It's fabulous. Yes, now what's the question of your friend?
Her question is like she has seen a lot of green lights.
Yes.
Many green lights. With that, I also when I meditate, I also see these green lights.
Yes.
Like abundant. All the time. She feels it all the time. Okay, right now she's feeling it.
We understand, yes. So what's the question? What does it mean?
¿Cuál es tu pregunta? What does that mean? What does she doesn't know what to do with it.
What's the name of your friend?
Vicky.
Vicky there, hello. We are sensing a bit of anxiety around the energy you are feeling, and we don't want you, well, we don't suggest you to feel that way. You're having an awakening to very green energy is always emerald green energy, it's always healing energy. You must know this by heart, and it's connected to your heart. And so when we read the energy of you and your friend, we perceive, even though you are not physically here, we are everywhere. It's easy for us to read it. You must rebalance your empathic connection, your compassion to the world, and redirect it through the heart for the love of all beings, the respect, the kindness, and the acceptance of how things are moving in these times, yes? So you need to redirect the energy. It's already there. What do you want to use it for? We would suggest the regeneration of your body and the healing of itself, and then send it out into your friends and family, and then onto the earth. How about that?
Okay.
Channel it.
Okay.
How? By intentionality. You say, ooh, it is my intention to redirect my healing energy towards this, this, and this for its highest good and growth without you needing to control anything. You just say what you want, and you wait for that field of existence to do whatever it needs to do, you see?
Okay. que la canalices y que preguntes hacia dónde la quieres dirigir. Okay.
And tell her to make a bubble out of this energy in her whole body and heal herself.
Que te sanes a ti y para que después la puedas dirigir a todas las personas.
Because once the energy has been integrated and incorporated in her body, she will be radiating it to every person she passes by or whichever, without needing to speak a word. She has some frequency.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Who has first question?
And my question personally.
Oh, you have a question, yes.
Yes, sorry. I have felt a lot of, how to explain? I have felt this unification between.
Oh, there's noise. We can't hear.
Sorry.
You can ask the question in Spanish. There's no problem there.
Okay. Mi pregunta es un poco relacionada con la que hizo Alonso al principio, porque yo he sentido muchísima energía de unificación, pero la unificación entre la separación, al principio habló de una separación entre lo negativo y lo positivo, y esto ha sido como una transición, ha sido ha sido por etapas, ha sido un desarrollo. Entonces yo he sentido mucho esta separación, pero hay una unificación ahí muy sutil, es como el infinito, es esa parte de adentro que pone la luz en la oscuridad.
Yes.
Y es amor.
And we like how you put it because it's quite complicated if you want to get it with your mind. If you understand it with the heart,
yes.
You're a game changer, you see. Thank you for exposing it because what has been going on with you has been going on with everyone around the lockdown because of your virus, whichever, around the world. It's around the globe, yes. We will explain it with more specific terms so you can understand it with your mind. How about that? People, not only this beautiful girl, but all of you in general, you've been in the process of understanding that through the nuances.
Entonces yo no tengo preguntas, ¿sí?
Do you know what that means in Spanish? Nuances, so Nuances. If you don't know what it means, look up for the definition. The nuances and the shadow and the light and the grace and the white and all of this diverse state of being. You are needing to, and what you've been doing is to have been living the different states of being in consciousness so you can integrate them all, return to who you truly are, and then live through your God self or your higher self, incarnated in physicality. That's what's going on. Is that clear?
Perfect.
It was a bit quick, but it's like you're going through a tower with a spiral stairs, and you must recollect the fragmented pieces of your soul, and once you get to the top, you connect who you truly are, you are in neutral space, you don't judge, and you start living and creating your life from the perspective of your truest, most authentic nature. Yes?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, very welcome. Who else has question?
Ok, son las 9:10. No sé si quieres hacer una pausa o seguimos con las siguientes preguntas.
That's a good idea. If we end up at 1 a.m., we have no problem. We swear we will answer all the questions. We'll make a recess of just 2 minutes. And then we'll come back because we see there are questions. So give us 2-3 minutes and then we will come back, yes?
Ok, muy bien. Entonces hay una pausa de unos 2 minutos, ¿ok? Unos 5 minutos. Y continuamos. Hola.
Ahorita regreso.
Sí.
Y continuamos con todo esto, ¿ok?
Ok.
Moni. Moni, soy yo.
Sí, sí, tú sigues.
Ah, pues está lista.
Tú sigues, sí, ya tengo la lista, tú sigues.
Ya que me había animado después de tantas que no he hablado.
Sí, no te preocupes, ya vas, ¿eh? Tú eres la que sigue.
Hola, Chambi.
Hola, Chopi. Ok, va.
¿Sale? Ok.
Está lista.
Sale, ok. Ahorita regreso.
Ya regresé, mami.
Ok, Moy, tú dices.
Ya, déjame, me conecto y
Ok.
ya, activamos esto.
Dale.
¿Hay muchas preguntas o...?
Pues sí, se están acumulando.
Ok. Porfa, Moni, venme avisando, bueno, no, veles avisando el tiempo.
Sí.
Para que ellos vayan viendo
Sí.
cuánto aguanto yo. Va.
Exacto, sí, yo les voy diciendo.
Va. No, un segundito.
Ok, sale.
Es que salte, entra. We are here once again, dear friends. Can carry on with the questions, and we are liking the discussion. We are getting you triggered. We are getting you to expose some of the experiences you've been having. And again, it's our very great pleasure to be with you tonight in this great thing you call life. We're a bit corny there, but we want you to enjoy your life because remember, yes, you are here to integrate and heal and the soul, whatever, but you're also here to have good loving and good food and good sex and good all because you deserve it, people. Now, what are your questions?
A ver, Sandy, continúas.
Ok, va. Hi.
Hello there, Sandy, yes?
I'm so glad to be talking to all of you.
We are quite glad as well. And we love when you recognize that we are not just one being, but around 75. Not to get you scared. Some of you have never been or done something like this before, and you're like, ooh, what's going on? Now, you know, and we are training you. Yes, we are training you so you can feel the beings. Because remember this, when you see us in person, you will be able to do it through the connection from your heart, not from how you expect to see us. So it's important to make this connection of how you feel when you are around us. It's like when you are making a friend. If the friend gives you good vibe, then you say friends, and if it's not, then you keep away. Yes?
Yes.
We are training you vibrationally and energetically.
I like that. Thank you.
Our pleasure. And so, what is your question?
Okay, before the first session of questions, you talked about different ways of healing, and that was exactly what I wanted to ask today. If there are different ways of healing, and how can we heal ourselves in these times? Because you have mentioned a lot: raise your vibrations, rest, hydrate, be in nature, and you have talked a lot about chakras, cleansing and balancing our chakras. But are there more ways or different ways that we could be doing right now to help heal ourselves?
Of course, yeah. We love these questions because there are always many things you can do. Now we have so many, so you will have to choose. Yes.
Okay.
We would begin foremost by the power of the mind, no doubt. Every single day, you wake up, you ground yourselves, you imagine the cord of imagine big ball of hematite, very grounding, or red jasper, or what others really good there? Gold, or silver, or something with sustenance, yes? And you imagine there's a cord coming out of your feet, your soles, into the ground. It's like grounding. Or you can just go barefoot on the earth. Great for your body and healing and taking some sunlight because it stimulates the production of vitamin D in the body. Part of the lockdown is people don't want you, the Illuminati don't want you to get sunlight because the galactic codes are there. You must go to the sun, yes. What else? So that, and then you state what you want to create that day. You state through intentionality, and you condition the space around you, and then you imagine a flower or a bouquet of flowers on every chakra. So red flowers, beautiful, and then orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Yes. And if you want to work on the other 5 chakras, remember you have 12 chakras. You have the 7 in your body. So root, red color, sacral orange, solar plexus yellow, your power, your confidence. We want to do a session on chakras and really talk an hour, whichever, about each chakra. Maybe next Tuesday, all of you are invited, and how to heal each chakra. That would be very interesting. Then we go to the heart, which is green, and then the throat, blue, sky blue, third eye, indigo, crown, violet. Then you have the 8th chakra, which is a few inches above your crown, and this some people call the soul star chakra, and then the one below your first chakra, the earth chakra, but then above, yes, and then you have the 9th chakra on the moon, if you will, and then the 10th on your solar system or your sun, the 11th on your galactic system, your galaxy, your galactic chakra, and then the 12th is out of your galaxy. And you have all these chakras, so you can download information from all these places to see the bigger picture. Now, so you imagine all of these chakras cleared, and then you say aura up, 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 and you protect your aura in shield of light or golden or purple or whichever, and then you proceed. And then we recommend using essential oils, lavender for relaxing, rosemary for clearing the mind, blah, blah. Each one of them has different purpose. And you inhale and then put back on your neck because that's where the reptile brain or stem cell brain is, and then it has instantaneous effect. You also want to keep an eye on your diet, magnesium for the overstimulation and for the relaxation of the nervous system, because that's where your new reality and how you manage data is happening. You must take lots of care of your nervous system. Exercising, hydrating, yoga, meditation, visualization, staring at the candle, working with crystals, sleeping with crystals under your pillow. What else? Smudging, incense, Palo Santo, sage, whatever. What else? course, being emotionally cleansing yourselves by feeling all of your emotions so you release them. And then working out in the garden, looking at the clouds in the sky, being in the sunlight, you said that already, being in where there is water, you want to be there because it is a communicator to you. You want to spend time in the shower or in the tub or in the pool, or if you have access in the ocean or the lake. We know the difficult times, but still go there. Nature, you want to hear the birds because they balance your brain hemispheres, and watch the squirrels, they activate your nervous system. Oh, there are many things you can do. But that would be the basics, yes.
Okay, all right. All right, I think that's a lot.
And, yeah, we don't want to overwhelm you as well. Also, taking supplements, it's good. You call them superfoods. So chlorella for clearing the body from toxins, or you could cleanse the colon. Very important, because people, your body is like a car. You must take care of everything, even the trunk. So your bowels and your intestines and all that. Clear it. There are many ways. You want some days to do watermelon fasting and drink water, so you can do a healing and probiotics and kombucha, sauerkraut, the Greek yogurt, and the fermented foods and the pickles and all these things help your gut, and that's where you have your intuition, the brain and the body. So that's also a suggestion, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Who has question?
Sigue Alfonso.
Hello,
Yes.
my dear friends. How are you? Fine?
Alfonso?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Bueno, sí.
Can you hear me?
Ya. Sí, te escuchamos.
Yes. Regarding for ourselves, sometimes we have memories of past of people we hated or they were harmed to us. And I've been working hard.
So, can we just make pause here?
Yes.
We want to congratulate you on your amazing job and your intentionality for helping the world heal. Thank you for receiving our vehicle and helping him. We were there all the time. We appreciate you, the work and everything you have, that you are channeling it towards this. And this is what we mean when we say people are going to suddenly have healing activations and develop new ways. Because people, you can heal through frequency and sound and image, and there are many ways. And this person right here, he's a great healer. So whomever is out there struggling with their bodies, this person can aid you in myriad of ways. So thank you very much, Mr. Alfonso. We honor you for your work, and as we will be working with you, giving you more codes, and we'll speak of that privately. But thank you very, very much. You are doing your work. You are following your soul's calling, and that should make you feel very content and joyous right now.
Yes. I will pay for heal everyone. Okay. The question is.
Sorry for interruption. What's your question?
Is regarding multidimensionally. I've been working hard in order to heal persons from the past, but I don't know if it's working actually. Thinking about a root cause of an emotional that eventually became cancer. So what I'm trying to do is trying to identify the source of that emotion in order to put a frequency to the past in order to change the timelines of the today. So it's a very technical work answer, but in reality what we can do is work ourselves and try to forgive the people or the event we have in the past in order to evolve. Am I correct in the approach?
Yes, but you're missing something.
Yes.
In your genius, Mr. Alfonso, you must. We love how you play with your devices of technology because you are trying to understand this world through these technologies. Yes. And as we always say, frequency is energy, and frequency modulation is everything. Depending on where you are vibrating at that specific frequency rate, that's the kind of reality you encounter, yes? And yes, it's about forgiving. And before that, you were asking about timelines and density and dimensions and multidimensionality, yes. So you are constantly traveling in these timelines without you even knowing, because, well, your conscious mind couldn't explain it, but many times you're in probable worlds or realities, and things change. Now, what we want to tell you is, yes, in a more mind-focused perceptual way, you could just be like, okay, it would be easier if this technology could fix everything in the past. But you see, there is no soul growth there. And that's why you were gifted with your emotionality and your emotional body. And so, yes, it's about forgiving. But forgiveness will only happen when you feel the resentment, sadness, disappointment, hurt, whichever there is. Because once you release the negative energy and you learn the story, every pain in the body is trying to tell you a story. Whether it's from your childhood, from a past life, from karma, from whatever. People, this goes for everyone. Great question, Mr. Alfonso. When you understand that healing occurs when you change the narrative of your own story because you understand it from higher perspective, that's when you heal. And healing means experiencing the opposite of what you've been living. Or healing is, another definition would be going from A to B. Or another definition would be, we'll tell you this, changing and adapting who you truly are based on your new reality through a new lens of perception. So let's say that you got in a fight with your sister when you were, whatever, 10 years old, and she hit you with a football, and it really, really hurt. But it was not really the football that hurt. She treated you like garbage. And so within you, she made you feel worthless and little and like you were not really good enough or whatever. And so whenever you see her in the future, now you're adults, but you have resentment, yes. And forgiveness cannot occur if you don't previously release the negative emotions. So what you have to do is go back into the past, talk to that child of yours, and tell him or her, let me feel these emotions that you've been unnecessarily carrying. And when you feel the emotions, then you roll the multidimensional roller coaster. That is the secret to multidimensionality, people, emotions. If you don't want to feel, you will never be on the multidimensional roller coaster, because that's how you connect with spirit, and spirit moves you, the spiritual worlds move you through emotion. Is that a bit clear?
It was clear. I do it with my technology, but people can do it in thought.
Exactly, and so it's good because you merge the two of them together.
Yes.
You have greater results, quicker results. Do you follow?
Yes, I do.
Great.
Thank you. I leave you with the questions of everyone. We'll talk later.
Sure thing, Mr. Alfonso. Now, who else has a question?
Ahora sí que David.
Yes.
Hi, peace. How are you?
Ooh, we recognize the voice. Oh, people, this is our vehicle's best friend. He comes from a place we work with, the Arcturians. It's a beautiful being, David. What a pleasure, delight to have you here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Yeah, phenomenal.
I have a bit of a personal question. I've been like hearing this language that is not like familiar for me. I've never heard it before, like inside my head, and I've been.
You can do it, you are safe here.
It's like, I don't know if it's...
We've identified it, yes.
Yeah?
What's the word? It's when you mix the understanding of cosmic codes, but then translate it into an earthly language. This is ancient. It's Atlantean, yet raw cultures that you don't even know existed before the ones you know existed. This is long. Maybe 16,000 years ago. 16,000 years ago. And the tones, if you hear them, they're very grounded on the first chakras. If you would analyze them with psychic reading energy, yes. And what they do is, wait, we want to tell you, because we want to give you a specific word. Do them again so we can tap into them. Good. We are super sorry, we don't know the word, but it is not a translation. It is, that's not it. The variation of language that you, if you place yourself in this multidimensional chess game of sorts, you will see that you were sent from the stars into that civilization to create healing because the people needed to learn ways to reconnect with their own earth. And if we are not mistaken, in your soul, you are so sad when you see Earth is not well. And this is not from this lifetime. This is, you've been carrying this for a long time. It is as if from your star system where you come from, you've always seen Earth as a jewel, a priceless jewel in space, yes. And it is your connection with this that has brought you here endless times. And you teach the people. Ooh, David, you teach the people in many beautiful ways without you even knowing, but just the energy you broadcast on how to offer healing, connect to the ground, and offer grounded spirituality to people. And so whenever you are using this language, you are generating groundedness in the times of destabilization. That's quite impeccable, you see, because everyone's going insane. And your sounds can help them be grounded amidst the chaos. How about that?
Wow.
That's why they have been activated.
Yes.
Because they manipulate. And so if you can sing them in the morning, in the night, from your room, and hold the intention to beam them out of your room onto the whole globe, they will be received, you will see.
Okay.
From your heart. Always from your heart. Yes.
Okay, and what should I do with it? Like, what should I do with it? Like, with other people, or with myself, or with everyone?
Oh, well, depends on who you encounter, because if you encounter someone who is very traditional, they will tell you, oh, you're not kings, you're crazy. But you can tell them, oh, you're crazy too. Yes, funny. Because these people who don't believe in energy, they will eventually all believe in energy because they will have to go back to the sacred way. Because without the sacred way and only the material, in the 3D world, they will collapse. It's very sad. But they will come to this place. But so if you have friends who know about this and people, and they're striving and they're struggling with life, you can offer, oh, I can do some ancient healing sounds, toning for you, and they will help you. And if they say yes, what do you do? And if they say no, okay. Yes?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, David. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you.
Who else has a question?
Ok, la siguiente pregunta es, la quiere hacer Ananda.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, this special girl. She's in Peru, the land of the Incas, and our vehicle lived with her for some months back in 2018, if we are not incorrect. She is super beautiful girl. Ananda, how are you? Thank you for being here tonight.
You're the sweetest. Thank you for the space.
Ooh, we hear your voice and our people adores you. We believe he calls you galactic queen, princess, some such.
Yes.
This is why galactic beauty. We thank you because you see, when people like you, David, and all of you who in the group are here, you add your personal vibration and energy signature, and you broadcast what we're doing here to your own family and tribes and all the places. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
Nana, thank you for those words. And I'm actually here with another friend who has a very sensitive connection with the Pleiadians. So she wants a question, so we are even more expanding the vibration. So I leave you with Vanessa.
Good. What's your question, Vanessa? Hi, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Mi pregunta es cómo puedo pasar al consciente todo lo que estoy viendo a niveles multidimensionales, que sé que se está moviendo la energía, pero todavía mi cerebro es tanto que sé, pero mi cerebro todavía no lo puede bajar.
We get what you know, because many people are having similar experiences. That's a fantastic question. So, Vanessa, this is what you want to do. First, every morning, every night, wait. In the morning, you must state the following. You will say, body, higher self, and spiritual guides, please, because I intended to be so, help me translate all the energies that are not yet fully conscious made to me throughout experiences in my external life. Now, what we recommend to you is an exploration when it comes to divination. You must start working with something that's symbolic. Tarot, for example, will help you a lot. Or oracle cards, or divination, like there are many ways of doing this. But not divination to predict the future, but to crack the codes of what you're trying to understand. Because the universe speaks in codes, in symbols, and you must be able to read them without having a paragraph being explained to you, you see? And so this is what we would suggest. For example, you go out in nature, and you sit there alone, no music, no earphones, no nothing. And you get your shoes off and you ground it into the grass, whichever. And you ask life. This is going to be a big task for you because you have to interpret, but as we read your energy, you are quite psychic. You must start using your third eye, your visions, yes? So you will sit there and you will be staring at the clouds or the sky or the tree or the flower, whichever. And you will tell them, to the spirits of nature, show me what I must understand. And then you relax and you have no expectation, yes? And you wait and see how there forms of figures. And then listen, people, listen, all of you, to what life is telling you. If you see a sheep or a bee or a dragonfly, and then it goes here and there, and you must pay attention, but be relaxed and conscious and aware, yes? And try, make your best to, without using your devices and find out, oh, what does this mean? No, use your heart, use your gut instinct. What does this mean for me? Because each one of you have different ways of understanding reality based on your childhood programming, yes, and ideas and beliefs. And at night, you will, every single night, you go to sleep and you tell them, I command you beings and dream guides and whomever you want to invoke and call upon, please bring me specific scenarios of what is it that I must understand about what energy is hidden in my subconscious, yes, if you will, and then sleep with either amethyst or clear quartz or Herkimer crystal or diamond quartz, whichever they call it, or a mystic merlinite, these or sodalite or lapis lazuli, we believe they call it, whichever is going to stimulate your third eye and your crown chakra so that you can download the information. But you must every single night, if you don't do it yet, it's fine. It will take you 3-4 nights to make the habit. Really 3 weeks, but do it every night. It is my intention to remember my dreams, and it is my intention to dream about what I am juggling through these multidimensional realities, so I integrate it in my physicality. Is that clear, Vanessa?
Yes.
Good.
And my other question is that hay una forma de abrir el canal para tener el contacto con ustedes, los guías o las personas que sean los que me guían a la labor que tengo.
Yes, without a doubt, yes. You must, they're already there. Close your eyes, Vanessa, close your eyes. Get your third eye out of the way. Breathe slowly. Can you feel us, and can you feel your own team of guides? Because you can feel it through colors, or you can feel it through different changes in your temperature, yes? Or you can feel them through a blasting energy on your crown, or you can feel like someone is containing you, or some energies are containing you there. Now, good, because now you have established contact. First rule of thumb, never ever doubt that you're alone. You're never alone. Many of you have been conditioned to think that you will see us and then be like, oh, I have contact. That is not the way. We want you to get there because you believe, you dare to believe you already have the contact and that you never lost connection. Now, exercise every morning. You lay down on the floor and you say, I call upon my family of light who loves me unconditionally. I call upon my cosmic team, my galactic family, my star family, whichever you want to call them. I call upon my spiritual guides through love and grace and compassion. And oh, please let me feel you, beings. Let me feel the love you have for me. Give me wisdom, give me clarity, give me high frequency for my own spiritual development. And if you are feeling a blocked chakra, ask them to unblock it for you without you having expectation of how it's done. You can ask them anything. And then in the shower with the water, you communicate. And silence your mind and listen to them. The best way to do this is when you have cleared your inner troubles, you will listen to them because you will be clear channel, you see. You follow?
Yeah.
Good. So we hope we answered your question, but they are already there. It's more, you must attune to their frequency by not thinking you have to do something, but by just believing, oh, they are here. How full of myself that I've not done this before. You see?
Thank you.
Good. Ananda, thank you for being here. Lovely voice. Lovely laughter as well. Now, who else has a question?
Sigue Julie.
Good. Julie, hi. Good evening. What's your question, beautiful lady?
Hi, how are you doing? Yes, you mentioned before that you came here to bring light and to help us not to make the same mistakes, right? And I have two questions related to this. Are you like us in the future? That's one question.
Ooh, good question. Yes.
And the other question is, what are the most common mistakes that we need to take care of, so we don't make them,
Perfect, excellent question.
Okay.
We will expand a bit. Oh, sorry, we thought you were finished.
Yes, no, go ahead with those two, yeah.
Okay, and then you can ask the other one.
Yes.
Yes, we are your ancestors. We are your kin. It's like you came back in time to fix yourselves. What if we tell you you are the ones who planned all of this disaster, but you just have forgotten? That's your multidimensionality, yes? Now, if you ask us what is the greatest, biggest mistake, we will tell you your abdication of your own humanity. Depending on robots, artificial intelligence, devices, technologies to do everything for you, you forget your nature. Your weapons come from technology. Peace comes from nature. The more you spend time having things be made for you without you doing anything with your own hands, with your mind, You're abdicating your humanity.
Mhm.
It is now an experiment, and they will launch it, yes.
Yeah.
You can now have babies, human babies in pods, so that women no longer have to be pregnant. That's complete abdication of who you are, you see? Because people are thinking, oh, I don't want to get the stretch marks. How uncomfortable to carry life. People, what on earth are you talking about? And we don't talk about you, but we are sending this frequency to the people who are stupid enough to think that they can carry baby in a machine. There is no connection with the mother. And there is where the disconnection comes from. The Illuminati, the New World Order, they are playing their role, and they want you to separate yourself from life. And they want to send you to a reality in which creates tyranny. And that tyranny reaches back to us, and that's why we are here. Yes? Is our answer clear? So if you can cook, if you can clean, if you can work, and if you don't have to push buttons all the time, you are not abdicating humanity. If people tell you, oh, we need to chip you, no way. You say no, and you say, I am sovereign being of light, and I will accept no such nonsense, because I am a human, and I won't be tracked or controlled. Bill Gates, go to hell, whatever, yes? Not to be rude, but that guy has lost his mind. And he's so fragmented, and we say this without judgment, but so for you to understand, these people from the Illuminatis are mind control, and they're fragmented. And so when he does charitable work, he thinks, oh, I'm helping the world, because he feels so guilty for all he's doing, that he thinks that giving money will help all the evil go away, because of how fragmented he is. So just have compassion for these dark people, because they will have the karma come and bite them in the ass. Yes? We are sometimes rude and say bad words, but we don't care. The ugliest word in your alphabet is fear, or worry, or stress. Bad words are not so bad. That's a little broken. But so we hope we answer your question. You have another one?
Yes. This is more a personal one, because I do have a lot of sensitivity, and I feel the downloads, or this energy just going through me, and sometimes I think, like, what do I need to do with that, or what do I how do I direct it, or do I need to understand something or do something with that?
Good question, because many of you people, this is what we would call Kundalini awakening. So the serpent-like energy in your root base is going up till the crown.
Yes.
You feel super energetic. You must have clarity. Where do I want to direct this energy towards? Yes. So in your life, right? What sign are you, Julie?
I'm Leo.
Oh, good. Your birthday's coming. Our vehicle, Leo.
On the 30th, yeah.
So because of your energy, Leo is ruled by the sun, you see, and the sun is here to bring information and illuminate. So you can use the information and the energy that's coming to you and set the intention to, oh, it is my intention to bring clarity to people, to bring stabilizing energies, healing energies through my heart center, because the sun rules the heart as well. And that's Leo, the power of the lion, yes. And so that's what we would recommend for you. Because you also, if we are reading you have your energy is very containing and loving as well, compassionate from the heart, and kind and loyal, and just beautiful, very pure. And if you just put it out, you'll see tremendous effect on your family, friends, loved ones, even people you are not meeting with physically, but just etherically visualizing it will happen.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait, before drinking water and food, use this energy and bless them. Bless your food, bless your water, appreciate it, be thankful for it, count your blessings, and then you ingest it, yes?
Okay, I will. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Monica, how are we on time?
Son las 9:50.
Good. Are there any questions left there yet?
Sí, todavía quedan. There's still like around 5-6 questions.
Okay, people, we will answer them, but now we are stopping the questions because then we will never finish. And we can see you next Tuesday. You're always welcome here. What's your question? Who are you?
Okay, el que sigue es Mike.
Good. Hello, hello.
Hola, Pleyadiana, ¿cómo estás?
How are you doing?
Tengo una duda. Hablaste de fases.
Yes. We talked about. We are not a one, we are many.
Ya. Estamos en una segunda fase.
Yes.
Vienen 7 años complicados. ¿Qué tenemos que hacer para sobrevivir y poder llegar a esos 7 años? ¿Qué tenemos que hacer? No sé, que nos pudieras dar algún consejo para poder sobrevivir o poder vivir de la mejor manera durante estos 7 años para poder llegar a la tercera fase de una mejor forma.
Of course. First things first, Mr. Mike's your name, yes?
Yes.
What's your sign? Sun sign?
What's what?
Your zodiac sign.
It's Scorpio.
Ooh, good. Good people, the people who are here, if your rising sign, sun sign, or moon sign are in water signs such as Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, you're extremely psychic people. Our vehicle has its rising sign in Scorpio, yes, the depths of truth and the darkness then shines light upon it and then transmutes it, but whichever. This is why you are here, Mike. Welcome. Welcome to the Scorpio clan, yes, wherever your placement is. Now, do you trust in life, Mr. Mike?
Yes.
You think there is someone, somewhere, some energy, some whatever, taking care of you without you even knowing how it works out?
Yes.
Do you truly believe that?
Yes.
Do you trust unconditionally that life has your back?
Yes.
Good. Whenever you are in doubt, go back in your life and remember. I remember when I had these complicated times, then things work out even better than I imagined. Yes? You do this and try and call for this energy to reassure you of this wellness. That's our first advice, because you see, when you allow the energy, invite it into your life, things change. And you start to see how darkness has purpose and meaning and significance and synchronicity in your life. And it propels you into being more of who you are, you see. That's step number 1. And then we get passionate because we live connected to this energy. And when you live connected to it, you will be in such unity, oneness, consciousness. You will have no reason to make these questions, because within you will know everything will work out. Yeah. Now, make sure that you... There's lots of noise. We don't know where this is coming from. But no debt. We know it's complicated because many of you are in debt. What's that noise there? Hello?
¿Pueden poner...
Fuera. María Andrea por fuera tiene que silenciar su micrófono.
Sí. A ver, silencien los micrófonos, por favor.
That is so rude. Whomever you are, control yourself. You're in session here. Okay. Mr. Mike, are you there?
Yes.
Good. Sorry for this. Whichever people, you really need to be more aware of what you do. How do you expect to ascend if you're not aware? Now, Mike, pay off your debt. Clear your whatever things are holding you back, whether it be family or business, whichever. Create peace there. It's like you are going to clean that area of your life, yes? And that's how you do it. You must ask yourself, what do I want to be doing? Where do I see myself? What is my purpose? what inspires me, what brings me passion. Remember, passion is love activated. What brings me to feel alive, and then follow through and align yourself with the mission that you created before your incarnation. And if you do that, then no harm shall touch you. And as the ancient Chinese said, qi, good qi, where there is good qi, no evil can enter. If you are aligned, if you are clear, if you are okay, peace, you will have no trouble. And you might think, well, what kind of response is that? These times, governments are falling apart, the financial, the whatever, yes. You are here to witness. We will tell you something. If you are rooted in your spiritual connection, in the truth that if you feel abundant, then you are abundant. And that if you have good agreements with reality, you will have whatever you need, even amidst times of chaos. That will be so because you are using your power of abracadabra. And abracadabra in ancient Aramaic means you create as you speak. And so if every single day you say, the world might be in chaos, but I know I am growing, and I am abundant, and I am connected with all that is, and I am in time of opportunity, and I am healthy and vital and whole, and I am attracting the support and abundance and wisdom of the multiverse, and I am safe, and I'm always at the right time doing the right thing, whatever, this line of thinking, then you will bring it into reality and see it blossom. We are not going to tell you how to live, because then we would be stealing from you the power that you hold as a creator, you see. We want you to use the power of your mind. That's why all of this is happening. So it pushes all of you people to use your mind to create your reality. How about that?
Excellent.
Good. You're welcome. Who's next on the line?
Ana Lucía, sigues.
Good. Hi. Hello there.
Hi, this is Ricardo, Ana Lucia Soto. Some of my questions have been already cleared with the other, but I want to start. I want to start telling you that I'm a Capricorn. Do you have something for Capricorns?
Oh, good. See, this one's smart. He uses what we say and then he asks questions. This is the kind of students that we admire. How old are you? Ricardo's your name, yes?
Yes, 43.
43, good. Capricorn. Ooh, what a show you have been on. Because Capricorns and Cancers have just finished their eclipse cycles because Cancer was in the north node, and Capricorn was in the south node from November 2018 until May 2020. But the nodes were out of there. But you still had your eclipse on the 21st of June on Cancer and July 4, 5, depending on where you were in the world. On Capricorn, it was the last one. So if you're a Capricorn, you've been shedding and releasing all parts of yourself that you no longer need to become who you truly are. So congratulations on making it so far. We know it's been very confusing 2 years, 18 months, really 19 months for you. Again, we always follow the astrology because it gives us a guide on how to read the energies and make predictions. And so Capricorn, it's beautiful to also be Capricorn because all of Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, the South Node was there, and Capricorn talks about integrity, the skeletal form, and the collapse that is occurring because it's telling you, if you are not in integrity, this will not be sustained. And if you are Capricorn, you have the moral values and the honesty and the integrity to lead the people and tell them what is wrong and what is right. And you are very clear on that you must do no harm to any being, whether it be animal or human or whatever, and to respect all things. So that is a high energy of Capricorn, yes? Do you like that?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Good. And so what is your question?
Well, with or in general with other friends and with the entire family, we be having symptoms that sometimes we think is the ascension system symptoms, but sometimes are very typical of COVID.
What are the symptoms?
Diarrhea, headache, lazy, well, want to rest more than usual.
Yes.
But
Good. You don't have to continue. We know what you mean. We will tell you something, people. Eventually, all of the world will have the virus within the body, but will have created an immune response, and so you will be untouchable. You see what we mean? It doesn't really matter if you get COVID or not, whichever. We will tell you this: the people that have to die will die. All people need to leave the planet because the paradigm and their frequency, and they have contracts that say this. So don't stress, people. Don't stress. Now, how to differentiate? It's easy to do that. Because if your body is feeling destroyed, then no, it's not an ascension symptom. But if you are feeling tired and you need more rest, a little bit headache, that's normal. That's normal. And listen to your body. But if you're feeling, oh, I'm breaking apart, no, that's a virus. Definitely. So yes, you're receiving lots of activations in your sleep and throughout the day, but you don't have to get to the point of exhaustion. You must make pauses and make the emotional releases so that the energy is more easily integrated. You see what we mean?
Okay.
Yes, you follow?
Thank you. Yes.
Good. Who's next in line?
Frank, sigues.
Hello there.
Frank.
Hola, soy Fran y muchas gracias por todos estos mensajes. Los recibo hasta el fondo de mi corazón y lo siento muy presente. Les doy la bienvenida.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fran. That's your name today. Yes. Welcome. We think you are new in our group. Welcome. Welcome to participate every time you want. And you are very galactic. We can't listen there. Hello.
Thank you. I feel so.
Oh, yeah, so
lo siento.
Because we are reading your energy and...
Mi pregunta es, ¿qué recomendación nos podrías dar para poder vivir?
Ooh, is there transference going on there?
Sí, parece no tener buena conexión.
Okay. Monica, did you listen to the question? Because we were speaking.
No, he stated it, but I think halfway. He didn't finish it.
Hola.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Perdón, es la comunicación. Pero mi pregunta es, ¿qué recomendación nos podrían dar para vivir nuevas formas más libres, completas de relacionarnos con nuestras parejas y nuestro gozo sexual? He visto que se destruyen estructuras antiguas que ya no caben en este planeta y me gustaría saber cómo viven ustedes si viven en pareja.
We love sex. We come from the constellation, the star system, the Pleiades, is in the constellation of Taurus, the bull. So very sensual, very fertile, very connected to the creative force. We had session with couple last week, and it was really all about helping them discover their connection to sexuality. Mr. Frank, can you listen?
Sí.
Good. Now, before we begin, But it's a great theme because we want to tell you people, whomever is listening here or in the future, sexuality has changed in the whole paradigm game. Because when the religions were believed or whatever, or the institutions, people thought that God would punish them if they were not heterosexual. And we want you to know this. Love is love, people. And in our world, it doesn't matter if you love woman loves woman or man loves a man, or if woman loves a man older, it doesn't matter. But the frequency of love must be there for the sex to be magical. If you just have sex to fool around, you're wasting a sacred energy. You are opening yourself to all manner of trauma and emotional triggers. And you are not treating your body as a temple. Yes? Don't judge yourselves, but there is a lot of sexual energy that is misused. We can also, if we want to have the chakra lesson, we can have a sex class, a session, a workshop, so you lecture, so you get all about it. So your question is really good, how to connect with your partner better. The first thing you must do is use your breath and connect with a partner using your chakras and looking at each other's eyes and using love to connect and to bring pleasure to one another, because that will create a multi-orgasm connection to beam you up into the stars. We are wondering, because we can talk about this topic for 12 hours straight, can you ask more particular questions so we don't meander here and there and we give you the answer you're seeking?
Pues mi pregunta es, con mi pareja actualmente tengo una relación abierta y me gusta amar y amar, sentirme amado y conectarme con muchas personas y a veces siento que, que el mundo pues no deja entrar esta energía. Entonces, porque es algo que no...
What do you mean the world is not letting the energy in?
Tan fácil, como que siento resistencia a veces de estas estructuras que dicen es con una persona, amar a una persona, estar solamente con una persona.
We get what you maybe you won't like our answer, but we have to be honest with you. The structures are falling apart. But if you share your energy, your private energy with many people at the same time, the connection with what you would call the one is weakened. That's just how energy works. We are not saying stay with the same person for all the time. We are saying commit to that person. If you cannot commit, then to be truly honest, Mr. Fran, we don't recommend spreading your energy, and we would, because in sexuality, there is always emotionality. What are you trying to feel within through your sexual experiences with other people? That would be the correct question. Because you don't need it to be, we don't want to invalidate you, and you can do whatever you want. But this is our recommendation from our cosmic perspective, you see. And there's no shame or guilt, whatever. You do whatever you want. But know that you are living energy here, there, and everywhere. And when you say, why is it not that easy? It's because it's not really in tune with integrity and how to manage your own energy. We are sorry if we give you an answer you don't like.
No, it's okay. I do like it. And I got it and I understand it.
Because you can have all the fun you want. And we like that your partner knows about whatever is going on, but what if we will give you something you can do with your partner? What if you let your partner into your vulnerable aspects and you have a breakdown, and you cry with him so he can continue while you heal? And you feel, because there's something, yes? That's however how we are seeing you now. You want to feel something through these experiences, but that is from the external. And so you must feel the lack of it in the internal, and then you will be released from this desire, if you want to call it that. How about that? You follow?
Yes. Yes.
Good. And Mr. Frank, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
We want to tell you something. It is very natural. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay. It is very natural for people with, we cannot see you, but we read you, with your specific cosmic heritage. There are many people who can be very sexual. Please do not ever feel the shame. And use it to empower yourself, to regenerate yourself, rather to degenerate yourself, because you are quite sensitive, yes? And this sensitivity must be used to empower you. And your sexuality must be used to empower you. Always remember this, yes?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure. Who else has a question?
Ahora sigue Daniela.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Okay. Ooh, recognize the voice.
Yes.
A friend of our vehicle. Welcome, welcome. We've been expecting you for long sessions now, and you are finally here.
Finally, yes.
How do you feel, Mrs. Daniela?
I'm very happy to be here. A bit nervous, but...
Oh, you should not be ever nervous when you're around us, because we as well have your high interest at heart, and we love you unconditionally as well. So don't be nervous.
So it's kind of maybe like two questions in one. But so like I've been hearing, you know, around that we have to make like space to remember our past lives so that we can understand like what our role in this ascension is, like, or like this change is specifically.
Yes.
And personally, I've been like feeling very stuck in like what I should do, because I have this need to like help, but I feel like I don't know like where to go help or anything.
Good.
And on like a second note, I've been having a lot of like very instant, I don't know if I should call them, but like vicious, like before going to bed, just like images start popping.
Yes, because before you fall asleep, your brain waves change, yes, and then you're accessing, and then you fall asleep, but you must remember.
And like, yes, I kind of remember, but they don't make sense, and then my dreams are very, very lucid, like I'll spend like, I mean, I don't know dream times, but like a full, like part of my dream, like washing the dishes, like, and like, but I'm very conscious of what I'm doing, and like it's like I'm turning on the water and like and then like flashes of lights when I close my eyes, like
that kind of explain what's going on with you specifically, because each one of you, if you go back into your questions, you'll see that there are different things going on for each person, but you can all nurture on the richness of the experience of your partners, even though some of you are complete strangers to one another, but you are really no strangers. Yes, you are in this group for a reason. Now, Daniela, you are quite a process, and we will. Now, from our perspective, this is what's going on with you. You are practicing in your dream higher states of vibration, and one day you will wake up there without knowing how on earth you ended up there. You know what we mean? In this easy, effortless, beautiful way of just being. You will be there. And before we go further, you must know this. Please trust the process. Please, no. Don't laugh.
No,
don't laugh, but we take this because believe us when we say you have grand mission here on planet. Otherwise, you would have not come here. Otherwise, you would have not chosen the specific events on your life that have unfolded. But you must be patient. Every single one of you people have triggering points in your lifetimes when you start becoming who you have to do. Sorry, who you have to become. And you are in preparation times right now, Daniela. And we know there is something awakened. We can feel the fire within you. But you must be patient, because what if you cut a mango or a coconut or banana too fast? It's not yet mature enough for you to eat. You see what we mean? Daniela?
Sorry, yes.
Oh, So you must wait for the maturation, spiritual maturation, to be completed within you, and then without you needing to do anything, your mission will start unfolding. Yes? Is that good for you? What sign are you?
Sagittarius.
Ooh, yes. See how everything is aligned?
Yes,
because
I have ascending Cancer.
Oh, and so jeez. Now, yes, because because you've just had one eclipse in June number 5, and you will be having eclipses throughout the next month. And when you have eclipses on your sun sign, it's going to push you to become who you are without you needing to do anything. We'll tell you a story about our vehicle. When he had eclipses in the sign of Leo back in 2016, he had many encounters. There were eclipses in Leo from 2016 to 2018. That's when he began to channel. That's when we got introduced to him through a friend of a friend in Australia, so far, far away. Then he went to Peru for our teaching. And then he met many people and things, and we came into the dreams and go activation to the pyramids and channeling, all manner of things. And we are telling you this so you are inspired and to know that many things are coming to you. And you are doing great work because you are informed and you are working with yourself, and we are super proud to, and we are actually working with you as well. Even sometimes you don't know who's there, we are there. And you are a warrior, goddess warrior, native goddess warrior of Earth. That's how we see you. And we honor you for your work and your dedication, and you will have great victories in consciousness throughout your lifetime. Something you must know is the more aware you are, more challenges present themselves because you are raising the level of what you can encounter. But you have the abilities on your inner to do whatever you want and to gain your victories. So that's the first part. And the second part, in your dreams, again, you are being worked on. Be patient. Don't stress about needing to understand your dreams. Let it sink in and move you. And then, because many times you want to understand the story from your present, and many times you will understand it from 5 months in the future, or 10 years, or whatever. And then it will gain its importance. Because, for example, when our vehicle had its first mystic encounter, he didn't truly understand what it meant. Now he does. But you need to let time mature, yes? Like whenever you leave the old wine to enrich itself, and then you drink it and enjoy it, and the taste is fuller, richer. Same with life. Is that clear, Daniela?
Yes, very clear. Thank you very much.
So we hope we answer your questions, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Well, tough question. Ooh, we're getting tired.
Ajá, bueno, ya se acabaron las preguntas. La mía es la única bueno, tengo varias, pero la única que quisiera saber es acerca del cometa Neowise. ¿Hay algunas energías que nos estén influenciando del cometa que está pasando?
Yeah, we see that because it's actually visible all around. Global, depends on the areas, but the energy is quite strong. You have been infused, people. Monica, can you repeat the name for the audience of this comet, please?
Se llama Neowise, cometa Neowise, Neowise.
Yes, and you people can do your research and you can actually look at it. You will be having more and more of this effect, if you will, on your planet. Not effect, but visible cosmic activity, yes. And comets, what is a comet? And the speed it travels, and then it's bringing, how can we tell you this? Okay, it's similar to the energy that you feel when we are speaking, but in a more subconscious level. And it's bringing a lot of activations with infusions of galactic codes of consciousness. So the only thing you must do is spend time in nature, because this information is boosted and integrated in nature, and when you're in contact with nature, you absorb it quickly. That would be our recommendation. And if you can look at it, then great. And make prayer, make intention, or bless the world while you are watching it, because comets are light, and they created beautiful trays. And so you must, or we recommend connecting with it to bring much light and healing to your world. Use it wisely, people. So, Monica, we hope we answered your question.
Sí, muchas gracias. Sí, entonces creo que ya se acabaron las preguntas. Nada más una... Y Adriana Ortega no quería hablar, pero dice que muchas gracias por la sesión. O sea, ella quería que lo dijera.
Wait a second. Adriana, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ooh, thank goodness gracious you are here. We have special message. We didn't know if you were coming in. And people, we don't know who's there, who's not. This person, so special to our vehicle. We will tell you a story, little story. She's one of the most beautiful people that has touched the heart of our vehicle. When he was a child, she was his teacher in what we believe kindergarten, some such. He was young, 5, 6, somehow, yes. And when our vehicle was young, he didn't like being on Earth. He felt it was very dense, it was very sensitive, and it was so hard for him. And our consciousness is very motherly, very nurturing. And this beautiful teacher appeared. It's not really she appeared, because she comes from our star system as well, and she's quite psychic and quite healing as well. And so, on behalf of our vehicle, we want to, from our heart chakra consciousness, thank you eternally, because you did a great job in containing his sensitivity, and he felt the love, because you two have great bond and connection. And you must know how beautiful you are as a soul, and how blessed our vehicle was when he was a child to be in contact with you. This reconnection just happened to today. It's a beautiful day, because back in February, we believe our vehicle dreamt with Adriana, and then it was in his dreams last week as well. And she's like an angelic guide who always is supporting and nurturing our vehicle. And he contacted her on some social media thing a long time ago, but she saw the message until today. And so he was like, oh, what the hell, I will invite her. Maybe she will enjoy it. And we are so glad you are here. We are so glad you were connected. And we are here to give you a message that you are a beautiful, very healing being. And you are here for greater, grander purpose. You are not a tiny person. You are rich in beauty and healing. And you have no idea the effect you have in the people that surround you. We bless you, and again, we honor and thank you very much for being part of our vehicle's life and being here tonight.
Thank you.
Great.
Nice to see you. Wow.
Yeah, you must be a bit overwhelmed there, but it's lots to take in. But the connection was necessary, because you will be doing things in your future. You will see what we mean. But you have much more to do on this earth than you think, yes? So,
I know.
Good. So if that is it, everyone, thank you for being here. We hope we have helped you tonight. Good evening. Create the best of journeys, safe travels, and people, stay connected on your internet, not the internet necessarily. Safe travels, and we bless you all. Good night, everybody.
Namaste.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Gracias a todos.
Gracias, Moni. Gracias a todos.
Muchas gracias, Moni. Lo máximo.
A todos por participar.
Moni.
Hola, Moy.
Muchas gracias, Moni.
No, a todos, por participar. Excelentes preguntas todos, Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Moy. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias, Moy. Gracias, Moy.
Yay.
Excelente.
¿Cómo estás, Moy? ¿Bien?
Muchas gracias, Moy.
aterrizando, ¿no? De nada, wow, se siente mucho amor aquí.
Qué lindo.
Sí, lo hay.
Buenas noches a todos, gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Buenas noches a todos.